Another wave of Israeli airstrikes in southern Lebanon. More often than not, multiple targets are hit, almost simultaneously. The Israeli Air Force is targeting what it says are Hezbollah's military infrastructure and fighters. Hezbollah, too, also increased the tempo of its cross-border operations, using more explosive weapons and suicide drones. The years of relative calm along this volatile border ended when the Lebanese armed group opened a front against Israel to help relieve pressure on its ally Hamas in Gaza.
There will be no further talks about releasing Israeli hostages until Israel stops attacking Gaza, said Hamas on Thursday. Earlier, Hamas was reported to have refused an Israeli suggestion for a 7-day truce like the one in late November. Hamas now demands a complete ceasefire. The UN security vote on a resolution in Gaza has been postponed again, but this time with the support of the US.
Stepping up its tone, Washington has released newly declassified intelligence accusing Iran of deep involvement in attacks on commercial ships by Yemen's Houthi rebels. Now, the U.S. is considering tougher measures, including possible force to counter these attacks. Iran has till date denied any involvement. The U.S. last week announced a naval coalition involving 20 countries aimed at helping safeguard vessels from attacks in the Red Sea. Some of the countries involved have said that the operations to protect commercial traffic will be a part of existing naval agreements.
Authorities in the Czech Republic are searching for a motive after that country's worst ever mass shooting. On Thursday, a 24-year-old gunman shot dead 14 people at Charles University in the capital, Prague. Police believe he then turned the gun on himself. Authorities say there is no link to terrorism here. The country has declared Saturday a day of national mourning.
One big thing that every geopolitical expert saw after the start of the Ukraine war was watching the START treaty come crashing down, opening the doors for Russia's nuclear test revival. But wait, now there's more. It seems that Russia's bold actions has inspired its ally China to join the boldness brigade. Recent reports suggest that China might be gearing up for some nuclear tests, raising alarms globally. Amid diplomatic tensions with the US, satellite images are now revealing intense activities at China's old Loop Nur base, hinting at a potential preparation for advanced nuclear weaponry. The site, once used for China's first atomic test bomb, has now witnessed significant upgrades, including a deep vertical shaft and reactivated underground tunnels previously utilized for nuclear testing.
The location of jailed Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny is still unknown 15 days after he went missing in a Russian jail. His team last week said he had suffered a, quote, serious health incident, which they believe was brought on by hunger. The Kremlin has not answered their inquiries. Navalny is serving a prison sentence on fraud charges and was sentenced to a further 19 years in a special regime colony on extremism charges in August. He insists the charges against him are political.
Customs and Border Protection overwhelmed by an unprecedented number of migrants crossing the southern border. Nearly 50,000 undocumented migrants crossed in just 4 days this week, shattering records never seen before. The record levels pushing border stations past capacity. In Eagle Pass, Texas, migrants crossing dangerous waters and waiting by the hundreds to be taken in by Border Patrol. In Arizona, agents dropping off migrants in downtown Nogales to free up space.